Okay, I don't remember where we were up to. Well, no, that's not entirely true. I don't remember what we were going to do next. It's very hot in here. Okay. So we were going to recruit the Justicar. So I found out what the next trigger is. You have to have at least 6 squad mates, or is it 8? Either way, we've got them. And you have to do 5 missions. And the rule of thumb is generally that those missions have to have their own level. So I'm looking, and it looks like we have 6, which is annoying. But I think we can get away with it because the third trigger, the third thing that has to be achieved is that you have to be on the Normandy. And technically, we can do Morden and Grunt's loyalty missions. I believe they're on the same planet. And we can therefore complete them back to back, possibly, before we get pushed into the next story mission, i.e. the kind of the final mission of Act 2. So, but the thing is we also have quite a few N7 missions to unlock. Now we started an Omega side mission. We have done all we can on Ilium at the moment. Tuchanka is the planet where Morden and Grunt's loyalty missions are, and there are 3 side missions, including one that goes along with Morden's loyalty mission that we can complete there. But there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 N7 missions as well. And I have a feeling that they will count towards our total. So I don't think we can technically do them in Act 2. I think we will have to wait. So, have we unlocked any of them? No. So I guess we just have to hope that they're not lost once we progress, because that would be annoying. So I'm going to sort them by name because that's going to help me figure out if we have or haven't, like if we've missed them. Yeah, no. So we only have what is that, 6 and 7 missions there, and I think they were all from Act 1. Yeah. So that's a little bit annoying. I wonder if there's a way that we can unlock them. I'm very annoyed. Anyway, where have we been recently? Because the shops also changed their stock. So did we just go back to the Citadel to try and buy stuff? Is that what we just did? How much money do we have? Not much. So I'm guessing that's where we just were, the Citadel, right? Yeah. So I think we're just gonna have to deal with that being all we can really get from the Citadel. I'm tempted to go to Ilium just to buy anything that I haven't entirely made use of yet. We also will have to go back to Omega to finish this side mission. So maybe we'll go to Omega first, actually. Because there's stuff on Tuchanka we'll want to buy as well. Now, I couldn't quite grasp, based on reading about this mission, if in the Legendary Edition, if getting both packages for Ish was advisable or not. Because it made it seem like if we got both, that we would gain what's the opposite of Paragon? Renegade points. And the way that Mass Effect 2 works is that anytime you kind of choose a renegade option, it kind of like counts to like this overall ratio. So it's not necessarily about that big blue bar filling up, but it's more about, out of all of the opportunities that you had to go one way or the other, what was your ratio? And if that ratio isn't high enough, and I don't know how to measure it, and I don't know what, like how it's measured, then we won't pass checks later in the game, even if we have like that blue bar all the way full. So after acquiring both packages, Shepard's option is the same except for one. If you give them to Ish, you are awarded with experience, credits, and renegade points. No Paragon points. I think the best option is getting one package and then convince Ish he's over his head. Because basically, if we go and tell Anto, because that this package is really just information, and it centers around creating a rift between Anto and Arya. So if we involve Anto, then Ish is never heard of again, implying that Anto killed Ish. I would rather that doesn't happen. Now, we could just go to Anto and not say anything, in which case he doesn't know it was Ish, and then, well, we assume no one knows it was Ish, so we get 5 Paragon points. But still, Ish is never heard from again, so someone killed him. Maybe Arya killed him in that scenario. I don't know, but we get 5 Paragon points. But I think I would prefer to be neutral and get some credits, because credits are necessary in this game too. And by being neutral, we're not affecting that overall like balance. So I think that's what I'm going to do. And It says here that in the original game, if you chose that option, the mission remains open and unresolved indefinitely, but it says not an issue in Legendary Edition. We'll just have to hope that that's the case. Now, what was the story with you? Why were we saving your points? Were we going to max out Overload? Because that doesn't seem right. I thought we were going to max out Warp. Maybe it was Overload. Oh, no, we're saving it for Slam. Whoa, Sarah. Thank goodness we remembered that. Something else I have to remember. Change our armor. Did I already change it, or is this the same one that we had before? Oh, did I change it slightly? Anyway, let's change it again. I don't really like it.
Hello again, my friends. Please tell me you have something for me.
Have you seen what's in these packages?
Why? Did you find something untoward? Certainly nothing worth getting worked up about.
This information could weaken Arya's organization. You better be sure it's safe before you take it anywhere.
I'm touched. Trust me, I know what I'm doing.
He's been doing this a long time.
I bet Mr. Anto would be very interested in this information. And in finding out who wanted it.
You wouldn't. Would you? It's not for me. A lot of people want a leg up on Arya, and they'll pay a lot of credits to get it. If Anto or Arya found out, I'd be ruined. Or killed.
Arya will find out what you're up to, Ish. I don't envy you when that happens.
I think I can handle it.
No one has beaten Arya in centuries. Once she casts down your clients, she'll come looking for you.
You're right. I have to get out of here. Thank you, my friend. You probably just saved my life. Come on, Sal. We have to get out of here.
That's better than he deserves.
Okay, so we got 40 experience, 3375 credits, and we completed it. Yeehaw. And we didn't get Paragon points, but you could see that it was the Paragon option in that wheel, which makes me think that it will still count in that ratio thing. I'm hoping so. I'm assuming so. Yay. So, now what? Do we risk recruiting Samara, the Justica? I think we do. How much money do we have now? Oh, we're so perilously close. Okay, so we could get heavy weapon ammo, which I think I've said before I'm not particularly interested in. Or we could buy some weird armor.
The attack on the human colony of Freedom's Progress has generated a swift but confused response. Vessels have
So, we could also buy this. Now, what's interesting to note is when we go into that forced mission, we will receive the opportunity to train in a weapon that we can't currently use. Now, if we were a class that already had access to an advanced weapon, and advanced weapons are shotguns, sniper rifles, and assault rifles, we would instead be given the option to train in a super powerful version of one of those weapons. But we currently don't have any advanced weapon training. All we have is our hand cannon and our submachine gun. Now, I don't really use the submachine gun. It's inaccurate and not very powerful. Not when we've got an upgraded hand cannon anyway. But the sniper rifle is very useful in some situations because the auto targeting doesn't go very far. So being able to then increase that damage by a further 10%, I think will be very, very useful. So I think I'm going to buy this visor.
The council offered its sympathy, but regretted that it could not become involved in a purely human matter.
Now, this is also interesting. We've got our storm speed shields and reserve ammo, but that stupid dragon armor had, I think, shields and power damage, which could also be good. Before we make a decision, let's think about what's available, what does it cost, and how will it help us in the harder fights, right? So someone's done up a guide. So this guide says the Kestrel armor is the best, and that's that multi-piece set that's available on Ilium. However, it has a focus on melee damage, so it increases it by 30%, which we're just not going to do because we're a little bit weak. If you have all 5 pieces equipped, you have a 25% shield increase. It says it also provides sizable boosts to headshot damage, weapon damage, and heavy weapon ammo capacity. But these are all things that we don't really spend a lot of time using, so it's not really useful for us. So this guide's saying that the strength boost pads are helpful, but again, this is really about melee. These would all be great if we were a vanguard, but we're not, so let's have a look. We go to so I think we have 2, maybe 3 options. The Inferno armor, which we can get on the ship for 2,500 palladium. That is 10% power damage, 10% storm speed, and then 10% extra on our Paragon. So I think this Terminus one is out of the running. This one is power and shield. Because I'm really thinking that we want whatever's going to work best for us for one specific mission. And I think this armor, as silly as it looks, might be the best one for that mission. Because we get 15% power damage instead of 10. We get 10% shield strength. Yeah, we miss out on the storm speed, but shield strength is something that we might need more of. And we're not going to need our Paragon Renegade bonus in this fight. So I think this stupid Blood Dragon armor might be good. Due to it's one of the best armor choices for adepts, engineers, and sentinels. Yeah, it's expensive, but let's do it. Gonna feel really stupid wearing it.
Humans, blight and black is good.
You are a blight, and you human.
Explorer ships have reported seeing vessels of an unknown name, but whose silhouette strongly resembles ancient Rachni ship profiles. The few ships sighted have been small scouting vessels that rapidly retreated.
So we got that done.
Got something to report?
There's an awful lot of
Fort,
fortune.
or a pestilence, nothing more.
I'll just be going.
Keep up the good work.
See you later, Gavon. Now,
Come on, let me in.
I thought the Aria side mission was in Mass Effect 2. It is not. I think it's in Mass Effect 3. Hi, Anto.
Talk to Aria.
You don't. I saved you some trouble, man.
What do you need? We friendly enough to talk about
You're reaching back centuries, Shepard. So why keep it secret? No reason. I've had a few careers. A few names. Commando training, mercenary leanings. I've kept what was valuable and dropped
I thought you were in charge.
I have nothing. You'd be surprised how not even the first Krogan I've pissed off.
You couldn't have started.
So yes, it's relatively easy to outlive a Solarian, but not their record keeping.
All right, I'll drop it.
So that was nothing new.
Better luck next time.
Maybe I'll come back later.
Maybe I'll be here.
I just want to be friends with you. Okay. So the worst thing that could happen to us now is we get forced into this mission now. We really don't want that. We really want to maximize the amount of experience we can get. Which is why we're going to try and sneak in that 6th mission. Which is, I think, why I kind of constructed this order of doing things off a guide, which I think was kind of attempting to maximize that as well. It actually suggested doing Lair of the Shadowbreaker later, but then of course the downside of that is that you miss out on some of the benefits to doing it now. So that's a good point, actually. We should go back to the lair and see how our investments went. Of course, the downsides of going to the lair being that it costs us fuel. But hopefully our investments pay off and get us fuel. So let's see how efficiently we can get there. Oof. So we basically spent 300 getting there, which is a bit of a pain. I don't think there's anything new here. This music's a bit intense. I might change it again. Oh, so this is, okay, we've invested and let's have a look. Great. Can't remember how much it cost us, but we got 2,000 back. I don't know if that was a benefit or not. Oh, so it's a bit of a gamble, which kind of sucks. Okay, I think we made money back on that. So I think overall, based on the cost of these, we probably broke even. Oh, we've got shotgun technology and 2,500 palladium. So, because I didn't play yesterday, does that mean I got one per day? Because that's pretty cool. Huh, that is pretty cool. Nice. Yeah, so look, this armor would also be pretty good for the next, for that mission that I'm talking about. But I think the regeneration is like health regeneration. And it's only 10%, so yeah, I think we made the right choice. Let's change this music, it's a bit intense. Is there any like calm music? There we go. That's calmer. Now we have the option to talk to Liara here. I think to like reaffirm our commitment to her.
How are you doing, Liara?
I'm a bit overwhelmed, to be honest. The Shadow Broker had more resources than you can imagine. Here, come on over. He had top-level access to the Turian and Asari governments. And more than one Solarian Dalatros traded intel. At least I get to share it with you.
I'm just going to see what the internet says about these investment opportunities. Right, so it's basically gambling, but I could have just Googled the outcome. So, bureaucracy in action always fails, for example. So, I lost money there. We did break even because we happened to do well with the choices that we made, but I'll go and invest in the ones that we're guaranteed.
You're not gonna turn into a recluse with creepy information on everyone in the galaxy, are you?
I can understand the temptation. I've got all the secrets of the galaxy at my fingertips. Give me 10 minutes and I could start a war.
Why would you do that, Liara?
But I've got a purpose. Helping you stop the Reapers. That will keep me honest. You know, relatively speaking.
Relatively speaking, you've changed.
Have you found anything useful yet?
The Shadow Broker knew about the Reapers. Perhaps that's why he offered to help prove Saren's guilt to the Council.
You didn't want Saren to succeed.
He could have done more to help,
He
though.
knew you weren't lying about your visions of the Prothean beacon. There's even some data on the Protheans. I think he knew what was coming and was looking for a way to survive.
What, survive alone?
Why was he still looking at Protheans? They gave us the warning in the conduit at Ilos, but we've used those.
The Shadow Broker seemed to think there was more out there. Perhaps the Protheans had other plans. Maybe he was just grasping at anything that offered some hope.
Well, we know they had other plans because that's what the message at Ilos was.
How'd you know what the Shadow Broker was?
I didn't. I had no idea what to expect when we finally found him. But I researched pre-spaceflight cultures during some of my Prothean studies. I know a bit about the Yogg. There's more on the terminals if you want to look. They're a fascinating culture, and a terrifying one.
We did have a look.
How's Farron doing?
As well as you'd expect, after 2 years of intermittent torture.
He gonna be okay?
I don't know. He wants to work, so I'm letting him help. Maybe it takes his mind off it.
So, you and Farron
Are just friends. I believe you made it clear that I was, as you humans say, taken.
Did I make that clear?
I'm here just to talk about Data.
Look, about the kiss. We just finished the fight. I miss you, but it's been 2 years. I don't want to put pressure on you.
So, we have an option here that doesn't really have a consequence, because regardless of what we do here, we can still like pursue other things in this game. And then again in the third, I don't think it makes sense to stay with Liara, but I also don't want to hurt her feelings. This is tough.
Okay, let's give it some time then. For now, what if you came back to the Normandy for a drink?
I'd like that.
Okay.
Good. Get your things and come on up.
Okay, thanks. I'll be right there. Just give me a minute.
So I like that. It's a fairly neutral response. But, you know, she still gets... Oh, the fish are still alive. Yes.
Did you enjoy the tour?
Yes, it's a beautiful ship. And I ran into Joker. He seemed happy to see me. Although he did ask if you and I would be acting out scenes from some vid called Vanya.
Of course he did.
I also spoke with Dr. Chakwas. I'm glad she's doing well. I brought you something.
I like that
Took
dress.
some digging, but I recovered your tags.
Didn't I recover my tags? No, I recovered everybody else's tags.
I thought I'd never see these again.
Oh, do I get to keep them now with my other stuff?
Do you
Yeehaw.
remember Admiral Hackett?
Of course I remember Admiral Hackett.
He gave them to me so I could return them to you. He sends his best and hopes you're okay.
I just spoke to him.
So, how are you doing, Shepard?
That background music's really distracting. I'm
your
trying to
squad to
focus on the
keep
Mass
morale up.
Effect 1 music. I'm worried, Liara.
Between you and me, I have no idea how we're gonna do this. I'm doing everything I can, but
You've done more than most. There wouldn't be a man, woman, or child left on Horizon, if not for you.
I saved some of them. Not enough. And the collectors will keep hitting colonies until I stop them.
So you'll stop them.
Isn't this supposed to be a casual drink?
And here I thought it'd be difficult.
You'll get the job done. You always do. I just don't know what comes next. So tell me what you want. What are you fighting for?
I guess I'm fighting for us. All of us.
That's a lot of responsibility.
People are messy, awkward, sometimes selfish or cruel. But they're trying, and I'm gonna make sure they have a chance.
I hope the galaxy proves itself worthy of the effort you're putting into saving it.
I think it
I should
is.
get back to my base, but thanks for inviting me up, Shepard.
See, that was nice.
Come back soon.
We're a bit of a lonely character, aren't we?
How may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing right now. Anything else, Commander?
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
I better go.
Okay.
Maybe we'll talk later. Okay. So let's go up and check the fish. Now, here's a fun fact. In one of our first conversations with Kelly Chambers, we had to pick a specific dialogue option with her, like the super flirty one. Otherwise, we don't get to see her again in the third game. And I honestly can't remember which option I chose. And I will be pretty miffed if I made the wrong choice. There's my tags! Cool! I like that stuff, like, comes back. Oh my god, it looks so stupid. And the helmet is gonna be on our face at the end of the mission when we're having our, like, debrief in the comms room. And I'm gonna be walking around like this. Anyway. It'll be just for that mission, because I'm scared that I will need that extra shield strength. And then we'll switch to this once we have the sniper rifle. Yeah, the amplifier plates are pretty good. Not a fan of the offhand ammo pack. I wish we had better arms, but that'll do for now. I like having the extra storm speed, to be honest. Over a 3% shield strength increase. Because let's go back to the shiny, and we're doing the Samara mission. So let's go with a fun color. I don't know if we ever gave that red or purple like a proper red hot go. So I say this is the opportunity to give it a red hot go. So we've got the purple color, or this color. I just don't know if there's a lot of depth to that color. Don't get me wrong, it looks good. I just think this one looks better. So let's give this another go. And we're off to Ilium, and we'll see what we can afford there. Remembering that we'll want to keep some money for Tuchanka. And it seems like yeah, let's get through there. It seems like even if we don't check
Fuel reserves at 50%.
okay. If we don't check the receivables every day, it still tops up, which is cool. What's the time? Oh no. Is it too late? Oh. That's okay. We'll go back there again. And I suppose I wouldn't see the fruits of... Oh, but that means I have to go back there again. Oh my god. Wait, what mission? What mission? What mission are we restarting? Oh, no. I feel like a dill. I don't know how much that fuel cost us. How much did that fuel cost us? I guess I can just quickly redo like all of those conversations, right? Is it worth it for a few credits? We'll probably want to go back there again. So let's not. And in fact, the credits that we would have had to have spent on investment might have meant that we can't afford what we want on Ilium or Tuchanka. So next time when we go and pick up our next delivery, which will be after the Samara mission, we'll go there again before we go to Tuchanka, put in our investments. The only thing is we won't be able to go back there again after Tuchanka. And we'll want the money on Tuchanka. I'm annoyed with myself for making such a silly mistake. What we learnt though was that we should save because we can't rely on the autosaves. I feel like such a nong. I wonder if we could do Miranda's mission too. Would that work? No, because if we do Miranda's, that'll count as our 5th. Then we go back onto the Normandy and we'll stuff it up. So they have to both be double on the next world, which is why Tuchanka makes sense. So for the Samara mission, I think I had planned to take Thane. Do we have a recommended person? So, dossier, just a car, squad mate. We'll be facing a lot of barriers. So warp and Reeve are useful. AI hacking, but we've got that, so that's fine. So really things that are good against barriers, which you are, because you have heavy warp and throw. You have overload and warp. Your warp is weak, but it's still there, and overload is good for shields. You have pull and shockwave, which is fun, but not really what we want for this mission. Let's take Miranda. And we'll take you in your classic armor. So, I think for me, we were either waiting to fill up Incinerate or whatever this ends up being. So it won't stay as flashbang grenade. We want to invest heavily in slam, so that's going to take 10 points. So we can't spend all of these, but we can spend some of them. So we're not taking you on either of the 2 missions after this, where we may get an extra 2 or 3 points. But we can't rely on getting an extra 4 or 5. So maybe let's put it into warp and then hope that we get enough to fill that up later. And you're already decked out, buddy. Probably won't use my heavy weapon here, but anyhow, we've got a hand cannon. Now, why do you have the Tempest? Is the Tempest better than the Locust? Because usually it kind of defaults to whatever the better is. Unless I tell it not to. So maybe the Tempest is better. I don't know what the numbers mean. I don't use my submachine gun, so I don't really care. Pew, pew, pew. Yeah, this armor looks cool. We'll change it again before the next one, but for now, this is fun.
You have to give the Asari credit. Ilium is a cultural marvel. Humanity can learn a lot from their ingenuity.
It is really pretty, isn't it?
Pardon me, I'm on a call.
I see.
should try it my way. Look at how the wind's blowing.
Well, I guess it's not like I attacked those colonies. I'm just watching trends.
Whatever you say. Pardon me. Sell at 40.
But they're not merchants here. Oh, this one. Yeah, so the Kestrel armor set is what people seem to care about. And look, I can see that it's good. It adds up to being quite a lot, but it's also super expensive when you add up all of that money too. So the benefit of getting this is that I think it'll unlock the next research project that we can do in that field as well, even though we don't have the resources to do it right now.
I need minimal heat increase. And speed.
I wonder if the package for Ish is still available to pick up here.
Ms. Lawson, I'm glad you've made it. We've had a complication.
What happened?
No.
Is Ariana
No.
alright?
She's fine, but you listed a man named Niket as your trusted source. He contacted me, warning that your father has sent Eclipse mercenaries to make a sweep. He suggested that the mercs might be watching for you personally. He's offered to escort Oriana's family to the terminal instead.
It's your sister, Miranda. What do you want to do?
Lantea, we'll follow Niket's suggestion. Shepard and I will take the car and draw their attention. Have Niket escort the family to the shuttle.
No, I didn't want to do this.
To the family's
I didn't
itinerary,
want to do it.
just to be safe.
Understood, Ms. Lawson.
So the plan is for us to get shot down by Eclipse while your sister gets to safety?
Eclipse will be under orders to take my sister alive. They won't risk anything.
I'd like to take
We
care
can't
of
wait
I'll do
too
what I
long.
can to buy
Man, sometimes I'm just so cranky with myself. So I saw that it auto-saved there. That's where we saved. Is this before or after we have the conversation? Please be before. Yes. Okay, Sarah, you dingbat.
I need minimal heat increase.
Do not talk to Lantea. Let's just go.
Another difficult development for human expansion as the colony on horizon. The council has suggested that the attacks are a tragic coincidence.
Thank you again. You have no idea what this means for my family.
You know what? I don't. But I'm guessing a lot.
Hey, I gotta get back to work.
Okay.
The council thought that Blasto, first NR Spectre, would play by the rules.
This one has forgotten whether its heat sink
Hey, we're friends.
I have never called you that. No, but you're thinking about it. You think it was easy growing up pure blood? I did some stupid things to get away from the taunts. The stupid drug users you're laughing at, I might have been one of them.
I didn't mean... Okay, look, I'll take another look at the contract. Maybe it needs to be reclassified.
Forget it, do whatever you want.
It's just, we're looking for weapons. Shouldn't you be taking this seriously?
Okay, I can't afford those.
Not a fish. Something that'll last. You'll make sure she
Nothing
keeps
new
it.
there.
Eclipse might be fun for you. For me, it's the future. My clan's breeding strategy is at stake.
Did you get the star charts?
Yeah. I had to deal with Arinia, though. I feel like I need a shower.
Even the way she says that is so
Pure blood, they're
awful.
all like that.
Anyway, there's 2 side missions on
Can I
this
help you
report.
with something? I'm looking for an Asari warrior named Samara.
Wait, why? Do you have a problem, or did she kill somebody already?
Relax.
Whoa.
I just need to speak with her.
Good. Samara's the first Justicar I've seen on Ilium. If I'm lucky, things will stay peaceful. She went to the commercial spaceport a few hours ago. If you want to get there, the pedestal on that balcony will summon a cab. Just be polite when you meet her. Justicars embody our highest laws, and they usually stay in Asari space. She's not used to dealing with aliens.
Is Samara really that dangerous?
If you follow the laws, you've got nothing to fear, and a Justicar would die without hesitation to protect the innocent. But their code orders them to stop lawbreakers, with lethal force in most cases, and everyone skirts the law somehow on Ilium. If someone tried to bribe her, she'd be obliged to gun them down as a matter of honor. I'm hoping to avoid that.
Interesting.
Why are you worried about other species coming into contact with her?
If a Justicar kills an Asari, none of us questions it. But if she killed a human... Do you think the Alliance would understand her actions and respect her authority? You can't even figure out your own religions. It's a big diplomatic incident just waiting to happen.
It is. It makes me question whether anyone should have that kind of power, but I don't know if we can question it as a Spectre.
Tell me about the Justicars.
They're a monastic order. They've given up their families and possessions to follow their code. Most of them are on some lifelong mission, but they'll always stop to deal with any injustice they encounter, which can be a problem. In some ways, they're a lot like the Spectres, undertaking personal missions.
Interesting.
Spectres are authorized by the Council. Who do Justicars represent?
What? That's like, I don't know, a good human metaphor. They represent their code, our code. It's closer to a religious group than a legal branch. No law-abiding Asari would question a Justicar's orders. Nobody becomes a Justicar for personal gain. And they die before breaking their oaths.
Interesting.
I'm looking for Samara.
Like I said, she's at the commercial spaceport. You can hail a cab at the pedestal on that balcony over there.
Alright, let's go hail a cab. So talking to that officer kind of initiates the quest. You can't really I suppose we could have said goodbye and that could have ended it, but what's the point? We gotta hail a cab, right? So let's get hailing. Alright.
Where do you think you're going?
I'm taking my goods to Omega, Detective.
You're not going anywhere, Merchant. Not until I solve this murder.
I had nothing to do with that. It was those mercenary thugs you can't seem to get rid of.
The victim was your business partner, and I'm not ruling you out. I'll let you know when you can leave.
What about that Justicar that just showed up? Everyone says she might go crazy and start killing. I need to leave.
She'll only kill the unjust, so I'm sure you have nothing to worry about, Pitney 4. Find me in the station if you need me.
I'm here to make things worse. For you. Sup. Yeah, this all looks good. I wish there was slightly more depth to the color. I mean, you get some really nice blue there, but anyway. I probably should have read over the side missions quickly because there's 2 of them and they seem kind of important. Oh yeah, here we go. Good thing I have this open already. Once at the spaceport, there's a cutscene with Pitney 4, which we just watched. Shepard can talk to several people. A Turian worker, an Asari spaceport official, Pitney 4. Then I can go to the police station. Okay, so after we have that conversation with the detective, then there's a console to the right with shipping details that start the side assignment, stolen goods found, which is one of the 2 side missions. And then We just kind of get to it, really. We can get up to 8 Paragon points with our first conversation. We can pick up a few weapons. This seems pretty complicated, like the order that we have to do things in. So I'm going to open up the IGN guide, because those are usually written in a very very methodical way. For example, it says here, if you have Lair of the Shadow Broker, you must complete the Justicar first, because the bug at the terminal, it lets you start the Assassin but not the Justicar. Well, we saw that that was not the case. Let's talk to everyone first that we can talk to. Hello. Your armor looks a lot like Ash's old armor.
What do you want? I've already got mercs wanting to kill me like they did my partner. I don't need any more trouble. As if that weren't enough, some Asari Justicar showed up this morning. All the natives are scared of her. I've got to get off of this world.
Has Samara actually done anything yet?
The Asari say that Justicars are lethal in a fight. And if they so much as smell corruption, they start shooting. The thing is, corruption isn't that hard to find around here.
Tell me how to find the Justicar.
She's in the alley where my business partner was murdered.
Alright.
A detective sealed the area, so you'll have to talk with her if you want to go there.
Why do you think it was mercenaries?
Dagny Kerr was cutting through a back alley last night when someone killed him with a shotgun.
How do you know?
I saw his body this morning. They'd used modded rounds. That means Eclipse mercs.
Why would these mercs kill him? And why do you think they're coming after you too?
I have no idea. We're innocent merchants.
No way.
But they killed him, so they must be after me too.
Merchants here going
to
to Omega. I'm thinking those shipments are probably Red Sand shipments. But anyway.
I should go.
Alright, you guys. What do you guys think? Not a lot. Okay. Tyrion.
Cops don't admit it, but the Eclipse sisters run this area. I hear you can buy red sand from the Eclipse.
Ah.
Cops don't admit it, but the Eclipse sisters run this area.
What did I just say?
I wanted to be a Justicar when I was young. Every Asari does, I guess. I don't trust that Volus. There's something about him. I wanted to be a Justicar when I was young. Every Asari does, I guess.
It seems pretty noble, I suppose. I do. Anyone else I can talk to?
Nice guns. Try not to use them in my district. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for an Asari warrior named Samara.
If you've got a score to settle with Samara, take it somewhere else. I've got more than enough trouble here already.
I need to recruit Samara for my mission. Then we'll be on our way.
Justicars usually work alone, but they are drawn to impossible causes.
We've got that covered.
If you're getting her out of my district, I'll get you to her ASAP. She's at the crime scene.
You're letting her into a sealed crime scene?
I'm a cop. I'll work with the Justicar all I can. Besides, she's been looking at crime scenes longer than our 2 lifespans combined. She knows how to handle herself.
You're awfully anxious to get Samara out of your district.
My bosses want me to detain her. They're worried she'll cause some kind of cross-species incident, but her Justicar code won't let her be taken into custody. If I try it, she'll have to kill me. I have no interest in dying, so if you lure her away with some big noble cause before I have to carry out my orders, I'm thrilled to help you.
Fair enough.
Your superiors are sending you to certain death for no good reason. You have a right to disobey.
Let's remember that next time Shepard sets us up against impossible odds.
That's about twice a day.
Hey!
Most of the time, I'm not being stupid about it. Can't say the same for Anaya's superiors.
I'm a cop and I know my duty. I've been ordered to detain her and I will. Unless I can get her to leave my district first.
How do I get to the crime scene?
It's around the corner. Go outside, take a left. Look for the police line. I'll send word to let you in. Be careful. The local Eclipse mercs have been all over those back alleys lately.
What do I need to know about these mercenaries?
Eclipse mercs are professional killers. They sell red sand, trade illegal weapons tech, and smuggle criminals off-world. They control some back alleys around here. I haven't been able to find their nest yet, though.
Oh, maybe they're smuggling a person via Pitney 4.
I have to go.
Good luck.
We'd better find Samara before the detective goes after her.
Yeah, good evaluation there, Miranda. This is why you're such a good leader. No, I think Miranda's actually a well-crafted character, and she was casted perfectly. So they obviously used the voice and but also the likeness of Yvonne Strahovski, the Australian actress.
I don't trust that Bolus. There's something about her.
Blah, 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 blah. This is one of those ones which I feel like it's not going to be as fun because I'm going to have to keep checking back to make sure I'm doing it right because I don't want to mess it up. Alright, head into the alley. There's some circuit boards at the far end. And then head back up, take the side route. But I have to get that silly side mission. How do I get the side mission? As soon as you pass through the doorway. Oh. This is stressful.
Anaya told us to let you through. Watch yourself. There's merc activity back here.
Thanks.
We're waiting on backup.
Yep, so this is the conversation that we can overhear when we first enter Ilium. So you hear that Asari saying like, they're not gonna notice like any extra stock missing, like blah blah blah. So that's this. Oh great, we're already into it. Man. Some money. Okay, the good thing about this guide is that it gets you through the conversation.
You're all mine! My Warfield!
How are you still alive? Whoa. Thane, your throw is really OP. Not complaining. It is super helpful. Talk about mercs being like right here. You sure, like, with this police tape here, surely, like, anyway, whatever. Whoa.
Those were my best troops.
Uh-oh.
Tell me what I need to know, and I will be gone from here. Where did you send her?
You think I'd betray her? She would hurt me in ways you can't imagine.
The name of the ship. Your life hangs on the answer, Lieutenant.
You can kill me, but one of us will take you down, Justicar.
I don't think so. I'd probably just tell her. She gonna kill you.
What was the name of the ship she left on?
Go to hell.
It's like
Find
you...
peace in the embrace of the goddess.
Hi!
My name is Samara, a servant of the Justicar Code. My quarrel is with these Eclipse sisters, but I see 3 well-armed people before me. Are we friend or foe?
You are an interesting lady. Right, okay, so... we can get 2, 4, 6, 8.
That merc was wounded and helpless. Do you just kill anyone who won't help you?
If my cause is important enough, yes. Are you different?
I've killed enemies, but always with good reason.
I answer to a code that is clearly defined. If my actions are true to that code, I am just. If they are not, I am unjust. I don't pretend it is a simple matter, or that it seems right to everyone. But I sleep well at night, and that is more than most can say. How may I be of service to you?
I'm going up against suicidal odds, and I need the best. That's you.
I sense the truth in what you say, and it humbles me. But I seek an incredibly dangerous fugitive.
Okay.
I cornered her here, but the Eclipse sisters smuggled her off-world. I must find the name of the ship she left on before the trail goes cold.
Okay.
I wish you were willing to go with the human, Justicar. I've been ordered to take you into custody if you won't leave.
You risk a great deal by following your orders, Detective. Fortunately, I will not have to resist. My code obligates me to cooperate with you for 1 day. After that, I must return to my investigation.
I won't be able to release you that soon.
You won't be able to stop me.
Yeah, yeah, oh. I wouldn't want to be you, Detective.
There must be some way we can all get what we need.
I see a way. While I am in custody, you find the name of that ship. Do that, and I will join you. Then the code will be satisfied.
Can you tell me more about Justicars?
We are individuals who have forsworn family, children, and worldly possessions aside from some weapons and armor. We travel Asari space righting wrongs as defined by the ancient code we have each memorized.
Ilium may be dominated by Asari, but it isn't in Asari space.
My quarry fled to this place. I am sworn to hunt her down, and I will follow anywhere she goes. It is rare for a Justicar to leave Asari space, but I must follow my oath. If I suffer for it, I will accept that.
A moment ago, you refused to give up your investigation, but now you'll swear to follow me?
If I stay, I will be compelled to kill many innocents to escape incarceration.
Like me.
I may be killed, and my quarry would be free to continue murdering. If I come with you and survive your mission, I can resume my investigation. To do that, I need the ship's name to track her to her next hiding place. It is a simple choice.
A slim chance is better than no chance.
This Justicar code seems quite strict.
It may seem so to you, but this is my oath. The expedient path may be fast and simple. That does not make it the right path.
Oh, very Dumbledorian of you. Okay, cool. Let's get to it.
Have any leads?
The Volus merchant Pitney 4 is tied to this. Eclipse mercs are preparing to kill him. Get the truth out of him. He may know a way into the Eclipse base.
Wait, we're going after, like, Eclipse?
I've got to get back to my station. And I guess I've got to take you with me.
Thank you, Shepard.
Okay, so you're letting yourself be arrested so that I can sort this out. And then we leave. Okay. Whew. Convoluted, but alright. Let's have a conversation with him. And then I guess we'll start the mission proper, right?
Hello again, Earth Clan. Did you speak to the detective?
I did.
Why are the mercs after you?
I know nothing about any mercenaries, Earth Clan. I'm merely an innocent merchant trying to make his way in life.
The Eclipse are out for your blood. I need your help to break into their base. Shouldn't we work together?
Yes, you're right, Earth Clan. I'm desperate. I've got angry mercs after me, and now this Asari Justicar. Let's talk. I smuggled a chemical onto Ilium that boosts biotic powers in combat. It also is toxic.
Ah.
I may have, forgotten to mention that to the Eclipse. So they are perturbed and want to kill me.
Right, okay.
It sounds like you're a swindler and your actions finally caught up with you.
True and true. But I haven't survived as a merchant this long without being able to tell when there's a deal in the making. You want something.
The Eclipse recently smuggled someone off-world. I need the name of the ship she left on.
I don't know about their people smuggling operations. They must keep records in their base. I do have a pass card they issued me to bring my goods in.
Right.
Well, I had to return that one, but I happened to make a copy.
Right.
Take it, but be careful. Each Eclipse sister commits a murder to earn her uniform. They are all dangerous.
Cool.
Here you can buy red sand from the Eclipse. Just don't cross it.
Yes, yes. We've heard. Okay. Right. Okay, so we can go back into the police station for more dialogue if we want, but to be honest, who knows. Then we go back to where we came from, I assume. Oh no, head into the elevator door to the right of the police station. Which is, I see. Okay, we'll see if there's anything different. Oh, I see. Very laissez-faire.
Find a way into the Eclipse hideout. Wasea, their leader, must have a record of the ship name. Find a way into the Eclipse.
Please don't start trouble about my prisoner. Trust me, I'd release her right now if I could. It's a great honor to have a Justicar here, but I could do without the honor of having her kill me.
I'd like to avoid killing you, Detective. Unfortunately, the moment my code dictates I must, I will. There is only the code.
She says this kind of thing like she's talking about what to eat for dinner.
You're not gonna lock her up?
Any attempt to put me in a passive restraint system will be regarded as a hostile action, and I will be forced to attack.
Yeah, that.
Cool. Alright, we better get to it then. Look, I get it. She abides by the code. it kind of takes the decision making out of it, right? So as she said, that helps her sleep at night because she knows that she's always doing the right thing by the code, which is kind of like noble, I guess.
Threat detected.
Oh, hi. Or I could do that and then shoot you in the head. Right. When all is quiet, head into the room at the far end and check the right-hand corner, because we can get a new gun. It's an assault rifle, but, you know.
Weakening their integrity.
Whoa!
Shepard, my scans confirm that the chemical compound will boost biotics. However, concentrated exposure will cause severe tissue damage. I recommend limited exposure.
All right.
Nice shot.
This makes them more powerful though, right? I don't think I want that. Ooh. That grenade did a number.
That one hit.
Okay. I think I'll just make a habit of like exploring everywhere. Oi. Oh. Ooh. Alright. I would prefer if you use that gun.
Switching sidearms.
Great. Sick. Alright. None of you can use assault rifles, so it is irrelevant. Okay, now face forwards towards the staircase. Check to the right of the staircase. You can open a door where after a lengthy cutscene, you'll talk to Eleonora. Okay. Hey there, what's up? I can see that you're a merc.
Wait, stop! I didn't fire my weapon once. I pretended to because the other Eclipse sisters were watching, but I didn't really shoot.
Right.
I'm not one of them. I'm new. I thought being Elnora the mercenary would be cool, but I didn't know what they were really like.
I don't believe you because I was just told that you earn your uniform by killing people. But I want the Paragon points. So, anyway.
What do they do here that you don't like, Elnora?
I thought we'd be flying around the galaxy shooting up bad guys and stuff, right? But no. They just sell red sand and illegal weapons tech. They even smuggled an Ardat Yakshi off-world.
I assume that's who
What
Samara's
does
looking
Arda
for.
Yakshi mean?
It's an ancient Asari word for something that I thought was just a superstition until now. It means demon of the night winds. I didn't think they were real, but the boss said this scary lady was one.
What ship did they use for the smuggling?
Wow, I have no idea. It was a few days ago, and like I said, I'm new. They didn't tell me anything.
What do they do here that you don't like, Elnora?
I thought we'd be fun, but no. They just sell red sand and illegal weapons tech.
Get out of here, Elnora. If you so much as jaywalk, I will find you.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, I'm going. Thank you.
Alright. Just gotta remember we're doing it for the Paragon points.
This should come in handy.
Doing it for the Paragon points. Yep. Okay. Probably should have. Oh, I can save. Even though there's a ton of enemies.
They see you, Shep.
Whoa.
Perfect shot.
Okay. Is that it? No. That is definitively not it.
Disengaging friend detection. Routing power online.
They've seen us.
Who? I can't see them yet. Alright, that tipped her over the edge. Oh. Hi there. You are definitely the right people to bring on this. Okay. Climb away. The peskiest enemies are the Loki mechs at the far end of the room. To continue, head leftward and you'll spot another staircase leading up though. Before you go, there's a medical station and an Eclipse terminal on the wall. Just before the stairs. Not these stairs, the next set of stairs. So we'll head up here first.
They've seen us.
New targeting levels acknowledged. Requesting assistance. I'll tear you apart.
Okay, Thane, you will die there.
Here we go. Nice shot.
Is the heavy still there? Yes. Is that another enemy? Yup.
We've been spotted.
Weakening their integrity.
Is that it? Just the one? I mean, she was strong, but... Whoa. Did y'all see that gunship?
You're dead. Mount that one.
Perfect shot.
Brr. Can I get that gunship from here? No.
Destabilizing the bodies.
Well, that worked. So it says here, push rightward and kill the Asari mercenaries waiting for you there. Yeah, I just found the platinum. You have to go over one of the staircase bridges to cross to the other dock. It doesn't really talk about like this ship or whatever else is going on here, which there clearly is something else going on here. So I just saw an enemy.
Going to cover.
Getting out of fire.
Hostiles.
Targeting orders acknowledged.
Here we go. Right. Trouble ahead.
Placing my body in.
Well, you're not really targeting them, are you?
Eclipse forever! I'll tear you apart!
Mount that one!
Well, this isn't really working, is it? Because she's gonna come up here. Well, that didn't work, did it, either? Get out of my way, you're useless.
This will put them down.
Weakening their integrity!
They make that cute little noise. Blah blah blah. Through the doorway you'll find some goodies. Not the goodie I wanted to find.
I'll weaken them.
We've been spotted.
He goes.
So there was definitely a ship here earlier and I did damage it, but not much. Which could be a problem for later. Maybe I was supposed to damage it more? Alright, power cells, medical station, data file.
Well, it's official. Little baby Elnora is finally a full-fledged Eclipse merc. I earned my uniform last night when I killed that ridiculous bolus.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So...
Close exploding rounds. Blew the little bastard's suit wide open. I can't wait to see some real action. Next time I go home, my friends are gonna be so jealous.
Are they? So the person... Yeah.
If we'd known.
Detective Anaya would be interested in this.
For sure. So the Asari that we met earlier actually murdered Pitney Four's business partner. Which makes sense because she was wearing a uniform and we know that they have to murder someone. But anyway. Remember that gunship we told you to ignore a little while ago? Mm-hmm. You're going to be dealing with it soon. Okay, so great. You didn't tell me to ignore it because I didn't pay attention. But anyway. Power cells, med kit, cool, nothing interesting. Out of interest, what is the other assignment called? Smuggling evidence and stolen goods found. I don't know if we found either of those. We've got stolen good founds, but not smuggling evidence.
System damage.
Okay. So the question is, where will this damned ship appear from? As you walk across the walkway, the gunship will show up. So it's time to take cover. Okay. Cool. Oh, fun. It drops mechs and it can blow us out of cover. So, not super psyched about this.
Gunship above.
Enemies in front.
It's actually not too bad. Excuse me.
Not that one.
Oh, great. That was nowhere near as bad as I thought it was going to be. There's a med kit found on the door on the forward's far end. I don't know what that means. Oh, this one? Oh, okay. Bypass the door. On your right is a shipping manifest PDA. Wonderful. Which I'm hoping... Oh. Is the one we were looking for the smuggling evidence. Guess we'll find out. This is some kind of office.
This looks like a shipping manifest. It shows that Pitney 4 sold 2,000 units of Minigen X3 to the Eclipse, along with 600 units of red sand.
This isn't the information Samara needs, but it proves the Volus is a criminal.
I'm sure Detective Anaya would be interested in this.
We gotta keep moving.
Alright. Oh. I was gonna say, where's my credits? Alright. In the next corridor, we will encounter someone. To get all the Paragon points, we need to do calm down, and then you should lie down. Hey there, buddy. What you doing? Oh.
I am a biotic god. I think things, and they happen. Fear me, lesser creatures. For I am biotics made flesh.
Think you are on
You need
drugs.
You need help. Or you stand before the mightiest biotic ever. Yes, the Asari injecting so many drugs into me was terrifying. But then I began to smell my greatness.
Uh-huh. Smell it?
They may laugh when I fall over, but they don't know what I know in my head. That I know that I am amazingly powerful. Fear me?
Are you part of Pitney Force trade group?
When I was mortal, I worked for Pitney. Poor soul is probably terrified that I have not returned.
Terrified.
He hasn't reported your disappearance. Probably so his departure won't get delayed.
I get the distinct impression Pitney prefers money to friends.
Bah! I will wreak a just revenge upon his people. But first, the leader of these mercenaries is in the next room. I shall toss Wasea about like a rag doll.
That's the leader we're after.
Shepard, having this incapacitated Volus running around our battlefield could compromise us.
I will tear her apart. My biotics are unstoppable.
Wasea will tear you apart. Take a nap. You'll feel better.
Are you mad? I'm unstoppable. Feasting on her biotic-rich blood will be the... But... Great Wind... Biotic God... What was I saying? I'm... tired. You... may be right. Yes, I'm tired. I'll nap. Destroy the universe later.
Yeah.
So much for godhood.
You do that. Bless his little heart. Okay. Alright. Head through. We'll have to attack someone. Blah, 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 blah. And there's 3,000 credits somewhere in there. Cool. I don't think we want to change the loadout, do we? We're all happy. We're all happy little Vegemites. Ooh, this is her, huh? The leader of the gang. She does look cool. I love that purple-red thing that she's got going on, like with her face and her armor.
Everything's gone to hell since we smuggled that filthy creature off-world.
Mm-hmm.
First a Justicar shows up. Now you.
Oh, hey, I'm wearing matching purple and red, too.
At
I didn't
least I
even
can take
know that was
pleasure
going to
in
happen.
turning your head into a pulpy mass. Enemies in front.
You haven't met me, have you?
Here we go.
Yeah, you were never gonna stand a chance. We killed the leader before we killed the little side people.
Destabilize their bodies.
Is that it? Sorry, yo. I've faced Asari way worse than you. Where's this many credits? Here we go. I missed it. Is that it? So we still haven't found out the ship name. Oh, we set up on the AML Demeter, yes.
That must be the ship Samara was looking for.
Should we head back to the police station and give her the name? Or look around first?
Let's give her the name and keep moving.
So interestingly, I didn't realize until reading this guide, but you actually have the option to give Pitney 4 the information, which, what, does then Detective Anaya die? Oh, no, it's not the ship information, it's the smuggling information that I can give to him. Right, okay. Oh, hey, buddy.
I don't know what they put in me, but I thought I was... Well, you saw. Anyway, thank you, Shepard.
That's alright.
Cops don't admit it.
Uh-huh.
The Eclipse sisters run this area.
I wanted to be a Justicar when I was young. Every aside.
Thank you for Also, merely out of curiosity, when you were poking about, did you perhaps run across a shipping manifest that belongs to me?
You never know when something like this might come in handy.
If it might change your mind, Earthclan, returning that manifest would be very profitable for you.
Yeah.
If you give it to the detective, her reward will be a pat on the back.
Yeah, but I've seen how many credits you give me for it, and it's like really not worth it. So, you know, I'd rather get the Paragon points. Anyway, head back inside. Talk to Anaya
If you have
first.
something that'll encourage the Justicar to leave, show it to her. If you have something that'll encourage the...
I got the name of the ship. Your fugitive left here 2 days ago on the AML Demeter.
Shepard, you impress me. You fulfilled your part of the bargain, and I will fulfill mine.
Cool.
I am ready to leave immediately, if that will satisfy your superiors, Detective.
You're free to go, Justicar. It has been an honor having you in my station. And it's nice you didn't kill me, too.
Okay.
The Eclipse smuggled an Ardat Yakshi off-world. She's who you're really after, isn't she?
You continue to impress. Yes, I was here tracking the Ardat Yakshi. She is a dangerous criminal, and I will bring her to justice. After your mission is complete, of course.
The Normandy is docked near the main trading floor. I'll see you aboard.
I must be sworn to your service, so that I am never forced to choose between your orders and the Code.
Am I embracing eternity again? Oh, okay.
By the Code, I will serve you, Shepard. Your choices are my choices. Your morals are my morals. Your wishes are my code.
Okay.
I never thought I'd see a Justicar swear an oath like that.
If you make me do anything extremely dishonorable, I may need to kill you when I'm released from my oath.
I can see that this is a very important act, Samara. Thank you.
Truly, the life of a Justicar can get lonely. I admit I am looking forward to serving with a company of honorable heroes. Shall we return to your ship?
Hey!
I need to speak to the detective.
Thanks for getting Samara out of my district. I can tell my granddaughters about meeting a Justicar. And you've just upped my chances of living long enough to have grandkids.
I have proof that Eclipse killed the Volus merchant.
Let's see what you got there. Interesting. But I can't verify it. It would be inadmissible.
I vouch for Shepard and any evidence she brings forward.
I accept the judgment of the Justicar. Thanks, Shepard. I wasn't sure about trusting a stranger, and a human at that. But you came through. It's a shame this Elnora escaped. But I'll get her. At least you put her on the run. Okay, enough with all the congratulations. I've still got a spiraling crime rate.
I have proof that Pitney 4 smuggled in red sand and illegal weapons tech.
I'll send in some officers to arrest him and his cohorts. This is a big help, Shepard. I can't do much to thank you, but we do have a small discretionary bounty fund. Take this.
So, do we return to the Normandy, or do we just say goodbye? I think we'll go back to the Normandy. And then we're going to go to Tuchanka to try and get out to... Well, no, first we'll go back to the lair of the Shadow Broker, even though I made a bit of a dingbat decision there. Let's hope this doesn't trigger the next mission. Very specific amount of money. Not sure if that was what we were supposed to do. Normally tells us at the beginning, kind of like a summary on whether I miffed it or not. Yeah, so 30,000 is what Cerberus gave us, and then it's 25,200 if you took the Paragon path, or 30,000 if you went the other path by giving Pitney 4 the information. But, as always, we want the Paragon points. Paragon points.
Welcome to the Normandy, Samara. We've studied your profile extensively. With your skills, I think you'll be an excellent addition to our team.
Thank you. From an organization such as yours, that is high praise indeed.
I would have thought you'd think Cerberus is dishonorable, but I can see an argument against that.
I've seen Samara's biotic powers at work. They're substantial.
We still don't know what we're going to find when we hit the collectors.
I will be prepared for whatever we encounter.
Where shall we put you?
A room that looks out on the great empty void would be most comforting.
Okay.
Put her in the observation room on deck 3.
Thank you. I must meditate on the day's events.
You know, Jacob, you spend a lot of time helping me make decisions for someone who's not Miranda. Oh, cool. Biotic damage 4 or 5. I'm pretty happy with that. No new prototypes by the looks of it. Now for the moment of truth.
There is nothing more absolute than the oath of an Asari Justicar. You did well getting Samara on our side. She is so elegant and gorgeous. Too bad her manner is just so cold.
I didn't recruit her for her looks. The Normandy already has you, Kelly.
You were just too sweet. Anyway, what's up?
Feed my fish.
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
When?
I better go.
Okay. Commander, you might want to speak with Tally. She seems very worried about something.
Cool, so that must be Tali's mission. Sweet. No new messages, that's interesting. Oh, we'll go and see what Joker has to say. Nothing passive in here, so that's interesting.
So, Commander, even your Asari are trained killers? Get everyone at the same store or something?
I assume everything's going well up here?
Good for now. Fractured my thumb on the mute, but I think I made my point.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
Oh wait, I want to see what he has to say about Thane and Miranda.
Commander.
What do you think about the people we're picking up?
Well, about the ones you went out with last, I would never say anything against Miranda and expect to survive the reprisal. And Thane seems like the strong, sensitive, murdering type. You know, those are always great to have around, a real cuddler. It's just my opinion, though. There's really no need to go spreading it around.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
Alright. Cool. What did we have? I think Tuchanka's planned next, right? I was going to do some space exploration, which we might still do so that we can build up our... Oh, I went the wrong way. There is a particular mineral that we're low on. Oh, hang on. We didn't want to come back here because there was something that we wanted to buy, wasn't there? Yeah, we don't have much platinum.
Commander, you might want to speak with Tally. She seems very worried about something.
Yeah, I'll speak with Tali. I might just go and buy that Medigel upgrade. Ooh, or how much money do we have? Or maybe I save that money for Tuchanka, or I miss out on the Medigel upgrade if I don't go get it now. Yeah, let's get it. Where are we? Oh, let's take someone out, we'll take Samara so we can assign some skills. And let's see what Joker has to say about you, Kasumi. Yay, so we can fully evolve Incinerate now, which I think is going to be really good for armor. So, yeah, let's do that. Oh, yeah, let's go heavy. Reeve is so good. It's a biotic attack. I believe it does double damage to armor and barriers. And I think it can heal us. Yeah, it does. So as soon as we make Samara loyal, the better. I actually have her as one of the later ones, but I think there are two benefits to doing hers earlier. One, we get Reeve. Two, it's not, like, there's no reason to delay it, because there's no combat involved, I believe. The only reason I think people push it back is because it has some difficult like checks, speech checks, but I think we could do it. So I might move that up to be the first thing that we do after our forced mission, because that will happen after we go to Tachanka. So I'm going to leave the fact that it does double damage is just insane. Look, its base damage isn't that great, but still it's per second for an amount of seconds. So we need to leave 10 for that. She has pull and throw, which is also really good. I say let's not over-invest in those. Because we definitely want to leave. Wait, do we want to leave tempo? Because we could pull and then throw people. Neither of them really do damage though. This is your damage maker. I mean, the fact that it heals you, I don't really care about that much. But that does the damage, right? So 10. By the time we use you next, you may have built up enough. So if we put so we have more than enough to fully upgrade Reeve. Reducing the recharge time by 20%, 25% would be helpful. But let's maybe just make you well-rounded and then throw the rest into Reeve. I think we should get enough points after the next two. I might put it into throw just because I'm thinking of using you in the Jacob mission, and he already has pull, so I can combine his pull with your throw, and I think that would be pretty effective. Yeah. And Kasumi, you have amassed some points since we last went on a mission together. I didn't really have plans to use you again. Unless I might take you on Samara's side mission. Although that's not really dependent on your ability to fight. I don't know when I'm going to use you again, which is kind of a shame because I do like Shadow Strike, and it's quite unique. Maybe I'll find another mission to take you on. Don't know which one. I can take you. Look at all these side missions. We've got like 12 side missions to do. I can take you on those. Okay. So what do we do? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have overload. Is my overload that good though? No, not really. But even at that level, I'm finding it is enough. Because it stuns them, right? Which is helpful. But I also have flashbang grenade. But yours is better. And I won't always have mine. So we can do extra damage or greater incapacitation. Ooh. That does a lot more damage. Yeah. Yeah, I'll use you on side missions, I think.
Excuse me, my sources indicate you were in a warehouse recently.
Correct.
Did you by any chance forward a questionable shipping note to a Mr. Thax?
I did.
It looks suspicious, so I passed it on.
I'm a representative for Mr. Thax. He's very grateful to you. Please
Right.
accept this as a gift for bringing the shipping irregularities to his attention.
What happens to the shipping agent who was cheating Thax?
That depends on how sincere her apology is, and how willing she is to correct a mistake.
It was my pleasure.
Have a pleasant day.
Wait, we got 5. Why did we get 5 Paragon for that? Excuse me very much now. Excuse me. Excuse me. Well, I'm annoyed about that. Okay, you automatically earn 5 Renegade points, but you get 2 Paragon for what we said. Interesting. I hope that wasn't deemed a second mission for the purpose of A, our fish, and B, forcing us to do the next mission. I guess we'll find out.
25. Sell at 25.
No, you're not hearing me. I want to buy it. Buy it all up.
Oh, that was only 25. Why did I think it was more?
The Scandal Rock story of Nasana Dantius has come to a tragic end as the businesswoman was killed in her office. While police have no formal suspects, Dantius was no stranger to controversy, making many enemies during her climb to power. The stocks in Dantius' corporation have risen as a result of the news, with hope for a more stable time. Ilium is the gateway to the Traverse, but is that gate open too wide? Investment think tanks are noting concerns that new technological
Trust me, the goods coming in from the Terminus systems are great for business.
I don't. Okay, listen. Give Thax a full refund. Do you hear me? He knows. I don't know how. It doesn't matter. Credit him a full refund now, and then get your ass someplace safe. leave me alone. I can't talk to anybody.
Yeah, that was my fault.
You're sure gateway weapons and armor are good enough?
So
for
we can
Eclipse?
also just afford this. But I think we should save our money for Tachanka. I might regret
What about
that,
a
but
fish?
still.
She loves the garden. We could add a pond. What about you? Going to try and make it as a commando?
Why not? For example, you know that new drug, the one that causes permanent neural scarring? That's horrible.
Okay,
There's
I
a
think
12-page contract for
we're
shipping and a
at
waiver for use.
our end. Can I use this to get back to the Normandy now? No.
You can sell something that dangerous with just a contract and a waiver?
These are the Terminus systems. Everything's dangerous, and everything's for sale.
Radiation systems are asked to discontinue treatment immediately.
Oh, that's funny.
Or for credit toward the exciting new Koros brand radiation personal defense weapon. Customer safety is important.
I love the ads that you can hear in the background. Like before it was like, hey, have you had that radiation therapy done? You look great. And now it's like, stop using it. Like, immediately. Because obviously it causes harm.
Are you shorting prefab?
And then it's like, or you can get a credit towards an exciting new weapon. So it wasn't a beauty treatment. It turned out to be damage enough to do to be a weapon. So it's funny.
Commander, a pleasure to see you again. Can I help you with something?
Nah.
I'm on a mission.
I can help you find... Liara is excellent at that type of work.
Thank you.
Yes,
Have a pleasant
but
visit.
guess what? Liara's not there anymore, you silly duffer. She's gone. Now, we didn't get this cutscene before, so I hope this cutscene doesn't, like, serve as a trigger. Oh, Kelly's not saying anything.
You might want to speak with Tally. She seems very worried about something.
Yeah. Alright, we'll talk to Tali. Oh, the fish, the fish! I didn't feed the fish! Hopefully that little mission wasn't enough.
Commander.
What do you think about the people we're picking up?
Well, about the ones you went out with last. Samara feels like she could shoot me in a very tranquil way, which does not make me feel any better about it. I like Kasumi, but why do I feel like I need to check the Citadel for parts she may have pawned? It's just my opinion, though. There's really no need to go spreading it around.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
Okay, so that's pretty funny. Alright. There is more ambient dialogue to hear as well, so we will go around and hear that. First down in engineering. Let's go visit, oh no, Samara's on level 3. So oh, they don't have anything new to say. Interesting.
Shepard, I'm glad you came by. I may need your help. I just received a message from the migrant fleet. The Admiralty Board has accused me of treason.
Excuse me very much.
I'm scared, Shepard.
Nobody who knows you could believe you'd betray your people, Tali.
I don't know. They don't lay charges like this unless the evidence seems absolute. But thanks. I appreciate your faith in me, Shepard.
Is it because you're working with Cerberus?
I'm not working with Cerberus. I'm working with you. And I got leave to serve on the Normandy again. I have no idea what they're accusing me of. You'd think I would remember if I betrayed the fleet.
What happens when a Quarian is accused of treason?
There's a hearing, with members of the Admiralty Board acting as judges.
That sounds bad.
My father is an admiral on the board. He'll have to recuse himself from judgment. I can't even imagine what he's thinking right now. The punishment for treason is exile. If they convict me, I can never go back.
So you have no idea why they're accusing you?
None. The specifics of charges like this are rarely discussed on open channels. I won't know any more until I get to the flotilla.
What happens if you're convicted?
Like I said, exile. The specifics are up to the judges. If it's deemed only a tragic mistake in judgment, the guilty party might receive a small ship and supplies. Not that it really matters. Either way, if I'm convicted, I'll never see the migrant fleet again.
So, no prison and no death penalty?
We don't have the spare resources for long-term incarceration. Monitored work detail is more effective. And we don't have enough people to afford executions. An exile can still have children, and those children are welcomed back to the fleet.
Interesting.
How often is someone from the fleet charged with treason?
It's rare. It must be something that affects the entire flotilla, not just one ship. The most recent one was Anora Vanya Vasilani, an engineer who handed over fleet defense schematics to the Batarians. She had good intentions. The Batarians were contracted to upgrade our systems, but they passed the defense schematics to a pirate gang.
Was she convicted?
No. She made a suicide run on the pirate gang. She destroyed them before they could attack the fleet. She was pardoned posthumously. Let's hope I don't have to prove my innocence that way.
So how does the trial work? How soon do we need to get you there?
They'll wait a reasonable period of time for me to come and defend myself. Eventually, if I don't show up, they'll try me in absentia. As for how it works, it's less formal than an Earth trial or something you'd see on the Citadel. We're family. This is just the worst kind of family meeting.
Okay. Let's go find the flotilla.
I was going to book passage on another ship. I didn't think there would be time for you to help. Thank you, Shepard. I'll program the Normandy with the flotilla's current location. The admirals will be waiting for us.
Alright.
What can we do for you, Commander?
Carry on.
Will do, Commander.
Surprised they didn't have anything to say about Samara. Maybe I missed the dialogue, so I didn't come down here straight away. So, I think that's... I think we have everybody's... oh, we don't have Thane's loyalty mission yet. But is that out? Have we recruited everyone yet? I think. Let's have a look. So, we finished smuggling evidence, I believe, and stolen goods found. Yeah, that's our last dossier. So the Justicar was the last person to get, so we need her and Thane's loyalty missions. But aside from that, I think we have everybody's loyalty missions. So we will go and talk to Thane and Samara. So I believe Samara is in here. Hello.
Shepard.
What are your impressions of Miranda and Jacob?
Jacob is an earnest young man. Events will either forge him into a great man or utterly destroy him.
Okay.
Miranda is undoubtedly a hard woman. I respect her strength and determination. She carries many burdens and doesn't share them with others, as it should be.
Okay.
How do you think our mission is going?
Building our forces is a good strategy. However, the time to strike is coming soon.
Do you have any suggestions about using some of the resources we've gathered?
I believe I can use some of them to increase our fuel reserves so we can explore further. Shall I tell you what is required?
Show me what it would take.
You and Thane coming at me with things I don't really care about. But I'll do it.
How are you?
I've spent much of the last 400 years on my own. It is nice to have a colleague to chat with. I may be rusty at it, however. If you are patient, I would love to talk.
How much do you know about our mission?
I know that I've sworn an oath to follow you, and that you seek to destroy the Collectors. That is enough for me.
You don't want to know why the Collectors need to be fought?
When you live by a code that compels you to harsh action, you learn the dangers of curiosity. If I must kill a man because he has done wrong, do I really wish to know that he is a devoted father?
I'd like to hear more about the criminal you were chasing on Nos Astra.
I hope you will understand if I wish to avoid this topic. It is deeply tied to my code and beliefs. You might say it is personal.
That's okay.
What do you think of Cerberus?
I've heard rumors, but learned long ago to form my own impressions. There is too much room for interpretation in the opinions of others.
Why were you willing to work for Cerberus when you didn't have first-hand knowledge?
I work for you, Shepard. Our methods may be different, but our goals are not.
I should get back to work.
It has been my pleasure, Commander.
Alrighty. And I guess, it's a nice view. I guess we'll install the extended probe upgrade. So no new dialogue in here, which is odd. No new dialogue in here either. Okay. This is strange. You can tell you're getting close to another like core mission when everyone's run out of things to say.
Do you need something?
You mind if I ask you a few questions?
Not at all.
We need to have the best
My
equipment.
old contact at McGoffin located rare equipment.
Let's see what they've got.
So it's iridium. We've got plenty of it. Let's just do it so it's done.
Do you need something?
You mind if I ask you a few questions?
Not at all.
We need to have
I've
the best.
already upgraded the Normandy's exploration probes. I have no additional
The
suggestions.
Drell live on the
Yes.
Hanar.
I know many think the Han are difficult to understand. It's just that they're very formal with those they don't know. We know them quite well. If you ever get close enough to a Hanar that they tell you their soul name, you would find them warm.
I thought that Hanar only let very close friends know their soul name.
Most of my commissions were for Hanar. I grew close to my regular contacts. Soul names tend to be poetic. A Hanar known for its cynicism might take a name that means illuminates the folly of the dancers.
When you pray for the wicked, who exactly are you praying to?
That depends on the circumstance. To find my target, I speak with them on Kira, Lord of Hunters. When I act to defend another, Arashu, goddess of motherhood and protection. And when I have taken my target, I speak with Kalahira, goddess of oceans and the afterlife.
I didn't know that Drell had many gods.
It's one of our older beliefs. Many embrace the Hanar and Kindlers now, or the Asari philosophies. The old ways are dying. There are so many ways to interpret one's place in the universe. Who needs the wisdom of our ancestors? The younger generations don't believe they can help us fathom genetic engineering, orbital strikes, or alien races.
Oceans and afterlife don't seem to have much in common.
Consider, the ocean is full of life, yet it is not life as you and I know it. To survive there, we must release our hold on land, accept a new way to live. So it is with the death. The soul must accept its departure from the body. If it can't, it will be lost.
The Drell live
Yet
on
if
the
you ever get close enough to a Hanar that they tell you their soul name, you would find them warm.
Hanar talk using bioluminescence. That's more of an obstacle than their politeness.
True. Many Drell have had their eyes genetically modified to perceive their higher frequency flashes. I had the treatment. I can't tell the difference between a dark red and black, but I can see ultraviolet light as a silver color.
I should go.
I shall return to my meditations. Do you need something?
Have a few minutes to talk?
If you wish.
The last time we talked, you started speaking about a past event as if you were watching it.
Drell have perfect memories. We can relive any moment in our lives with perfect clarity.
Well,
it's difficult
imagine
to control
that.
at times, Some of us disappear into, let's call it solipsism.
What do you mean, solipsism?
When a memory feels as real as life, it's as valid as life. Thinking about a moment brings back the smell of cut grass, the warmth of another's hand on yours, the taste of another's tongue in your mouth. Wouldn't you rather lose yourself in such a memory than spend the night alone, staring at walls of metal and plastic?
That is very specific.
Isn't there a risk that you could lose yourself in bad memories as well?
Of course. Remembering the times I've taken bullets is unpleasant. But I can look at my knee and see it's not shattered. The memories that are hard to escape are those of despair.
You can remember everything that happened in your life?
Nearly. I expect if we remembered the birth trauma, we'd never recover from it.
That's a good point. Maybe there's a good reason we don't remember much about childhood.
You can relive every assassination you've ever made?
In perfect detail. Every mistake I made. Every target's last breath.
That sounds difficult. At any moment, you could relive the guilt.
Guilt? No. I've never felt any particular guilt about my contracts. My employers killed them. My body was only the tool they used. If you kill a man with your gun, do you hold the gun responsible?
My gun can't decide right from wrong. You clearly do.
My soul does. But my body is merely flesh. Flesh whose reflexes were honed to kill. Drell minds are different from humans. We see our body as a vessel, and accept that it is not always under our control.
So you don't assume any responsibility for the things you do?
Not every action performed by my body is a result of conscious choices. I take responsibility for those that are. Humans often believe in a soul distinct from the body. A spirit responsible for moral reasoning that lives on after the body's death. Our belief is just a bit more literal.
The last time we talked, you remembered one of your assassinations. Something of colored eyes?
That time. Laser dot trembles on the skull. Spice on the spring wind. Sunset eyes, defiant in the scope. A bystander noticed my spotting laser and threw herself between me and the target. She couldn't see me, but she stared me down.
It was odd that you just blurted that out. Just another vivid Drell memory?
No. She was a vivid person.
I don't have any further investigation, so I assume that's as far as we can take our conversation with Thane at the moment. But it's nice to have some extended dialogue with some characters for a little while.
Did you take the shot?
Not that day.
I should get back to my duties.
Shepard, I appreciate these chats we have.
You've spent a lot of your life alone, Thane.
Work fulfilled me. Reading. I barely spoke to anyone outside my family. It seems there will be no one to mourn me when I die. You're the only friend I've made in 10 years.
Friend, huh? It's a start.
A start? That's intriguing. I will always be here to talk.
So, oh my god, the fish. Almost forgot the fish. Oh my god, fish. Please don't be dead. Oh no. Feels good to see some living fish. Okay, so interestingly, Liara still appears on our photo frame, even though we kind of just left things for now. We've amassed quite a lot of character in here now, which is nice. Although I note that we're still short at least 1 or 2 ships, which is annoying because it's really hard to find information on like summarize where I can get these like online. I'm sure I could ask Reddit, but I'm pretty sure one of them we find or buy on Tuchanka, and then after the next like 4 story mission the stores update their wares, and I think that's where we might be able to get at least one more. And I have a feeling we can get more fishies too. Fishies. Look at that one dancing around. I don't know if that's how fishes swim, but anyway. I mustn't forget to go back to Liara's base. But we'll do that before Tuchanka.